Hello, Pisces. My name is Agatha, and this is your tarot reading to find out more about you and your romantic soulmate. You and your romantic soulmate, what you need to know. I cannot give you timing in terms of this reading. I don't know if this already happened or if this will happen in 3 months time, in 1 year, in 10 years. I have no idea. I'm going to use the Celtic Cross spread, which is a 10-card reading, and this is relevant for those who have either the Sun, the Moon, the rising sign, or Venus in the sign of Pisces. If you'd like a similar reading to you, just for you, it's $25 US, and write to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'd be delighted to work with you. So this reading is timeless. It's a timeless reading. Whenever you see it, it was meant for you to see it at that time. So it doesn't matter if you see it now in May 2018, which is the time when I'm doing it, or if you only see it in, I don't know, 2020, 10 years from now, 4 years from now. It doesn't matter. Whenever you see it, whenever you encounter this reading, it was meant for you to see it at that time. This is the last video that I'm making, Pisces. I'm going to show you 3 cards, and I'm going to ask you to pick one card. Okay? Just pick one card. At the end of the video, I will tell you the meaning of that card. So, the cards are Sun, Flowers, and Stars. So, pick one. Sun, Flowers, or Stars. Pick one card, okay? I'm going to use for you, Pisces, the Fairy Tale Tarot by Lisa Hunt. I have the Spanish version, which is El Tarot de los Cuentos de Hadas. Sí, El Tarot de los Cuentos de Hadas, Fairy Tale Tarot, because, you know, the English version, I don't think it's published anymore, and I can find it, but it's like $300 US or something like that. So I could find the Spanish version, which was a lot cheaper. It wasn't as expensive. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's the same, and it's, I don't know how much it cost me, between 20 and 30 euros. I have no idea. I don't remember. But it's not $300, $400. It's not, and it's good cards. I like them. It's very beautiful cards by Lisa Hunt. So Pisces, what do you need to know about you and your romantic soulmate? You and your romantic soulmate. What you need to know about you and your romantic soulmate. So let's cut. 1, 2, and 3. Now 10 cards. Let's see what the cards are for you, Pisces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So let's see, Pisces. Let's see. These cards have no borders. I know a lot of people really make a big deal out of it, and they even cut the borders and all of that. To me, I don't have a problem with it. No borders, no borders. To me, it's the same. So let's see how many major arcanas do you have. 1. There's 1. I think it's only 1, and you have 3 aces, if I'm not mistaken. Wait. 1 ace, another ace, and another ace. Yeah, 3 aces. So a lot of new beginnings. And a lot of new beginnings connecting with your love life. So let's see. Pisces, in the position of the central issue, the central theme, the heart of the matter, you have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords. So in this case, it's a young woman, and I don't know exactly what she's doing, but the Ace of Swords speaks of a brand new beginning. So this is, in terms of your soulmate, this is a brand new beginning, and I would say this is a brand new person. You probably have not yet met this person who will be your soulmate. You might encounter this person, online, because swords relates to air and relates to communication. So you might encounter this person, you might meet him or her, I don't know, online chatting, online dating. That's how you first meet, I would say. Also, if you are like starting and you start at the time when you are starting a new education endeavor, when you are starting something new in terms of education, in terms of studying something brand new, going back to school, something like that, this is the time when you will encounter your soulmate. This is also the Ace of Swords. It's a new way of communicating, a new way of thinking. A new way of speaking to each other. It's like the moment you change the way you think, Pisces, is the moment when your soulmate shows up in your life. And also, one of the reasons for him or her to show up in your life is to teach you how to communicate and how to think in a different manner. That which is yet not seen, Pisces, you have the Ace of Rods. Here it's called As de Bastos. The Ace of Rods feels like, I don't know if it's a wolf. I think it's a wolf. So the Ace of Rods speaks of again a brand new endeavor, but something that brings you passion. So this is a brand new passion. This is a brand new love and a brand new passion. So you might start communicating kind of almost suddenly, almost quite rapidly, I would say, with this soulmate, with this person. You might start communicating with him or her in a very passionate sort of way. Either it's you who behaves like this, or it's your soulmate who behaves like this in a very passionate sort of way, or you might meet him or her when he or she is starting some sort of new creative endeavor and is talking about it online. And when I say online, it could be using blogs, using YouTube. Let's say that your soulmate, Pisces, is an artist. At the time when he or she is creating something or launching something, this is the time when you heard of him or her, or you communicate with him or her, or it could be you, Pisces, because Pisces can also be very creative. So at the time when you're starting something new, a new creative endeavor, something that really fills you with passion, and you might be speaking of it, or at least communicating about it, or do some sort of marketing connected with this new creative endeavor. This will be the time when you will meet your soulmate. Also, the Ace of Rods or Wands connects with passion. This is a brand new passion, a brand new love. The heart, the root, the causes, you have the Six of Cups. Now, I don't know exactly what story is communicated here. I know this is a particular story. I don't know exactly this one. It's like an old man, and above him there seems to be a ghost. But usually the Six of Cups connects with generosity, connects with being generous towards the other person, giving something without expecting nothing in return. When you give purely because you want to make the other person happy. So I would say that the root, another reason, another cause for both of you to connect, for you to meet your soulmate, and for your soulmate to connect with you, is for you both to learn to give unconditionally, lovingly, without expecting anything in return. So you need to learn how to love unconditionally one another, I would say. And for that, you need to learn also how to change the way you think, and to go after those things that fill you with passion. If you like to draw, just take drawing classes. No, whatever it is that just gives you joy, do it. And Also, the Ace of Swords also tells me that you might be going for other types of people. So you maybe in the past you kept picking and choosing certain types of romantic partners with whom you might not, fully developed your potential as a human being. And now you're gonna pick someone new, a new type of person, a new type of lover, a new type of boyfriend or girlfriend, and maybe he or she is doing the same thing, is doing this exact same thing, and this will work in your favor, in both of your, in the benefit. This will work for you both, I would say. Now, the past influencing the present and the future, you have La Bruja, the witch, which is the high priestess, which is a major arcana card. I don't know if you have more. I think you only have one major arcana. So I would say that in the past, Pisces, you were very intuitive in connection relating to your romantic self, to your love life. Also, this card tells me that possibly some of you, some natives of of some Pisces natives might have been in contact already with your soulmate through your dreams. You might, he or she might have visited you through your dreams. Or there's another way of reading this card. It would be that maybe you, and this relates to the, I would say, to more towards the time when you meet him or her. Let's say that you're going to meet your soulmate 5 years from now. I'm not saying that's the case, just as an hypothesis. It means that the past relates to that future. So this will be the past in connection with that future. So maybe this has not yet passed. Maybe this is not yet happened. So I would say that maybe perhaps you're going to meet him or her and quietly stalk him online, or her, quietly stalk her online. So you might develop feelings very fast towards this person, and you might keep those feelings secret. Or it's the other way around. Maybe it's your soulmate, who hears about you, knows you, and kind of stalks you online. What else? If this relates to a past life, maybe perhaps in the past, maybe you already did have a love relationship in a hypothetical past life, but maybe you had to keep that love relationship in secret. Maybe perhaps you had to keep it because for you to be safe. Maybe one of you was La Bruja. Maybe one of you was known as the witch, and in order to be safe, you had to keep your relationship quiet. Now it's out in the open. At least in this lifetime, it's out in the open. The next card is in the position of that which you want, or that which is in your mind, and you have the Seven of Pentacles. You want to harvest. You want to, this is, I don't know what it is. I think this is the golden goose who laid the golden eggs, if I'm not mistaken. So you want to invest in a proper relationship, I would say. You want to invest in a very good relationship. And maybe in the past you had relationships, even now in this lifetime, which you had to keep a secret, but you're tired of that. You want to be in a relationship where both of you invest fully and unconditionally on that relationship. You want a relationship to last. You want your partner to invest in you as well, to commit to you, and not to be a partner who keeps you a secret. This is what you would like, Pisces. Now, the near future, and the near future relates to, the time when you will meet him or her. And again, I cannot give you timing, an exact timing. And you have the Five of Swords. So this could be a time when you might experience, when you meet your soulmate, you might experience some sort of defeat. You might feel that you were defeated. Now this could be in your career, in your professional life, in your love life. There's like a feeling of defeat, that someone didn't treated you right, someone treated you with contempt, or someone will be treating you with contempt if you have not yet met this soulmate. And there's that feeling of being I'm sorry, I have a bit of a cold. There's that feeling that someone just wanted to destroy you, kind of like that. There's like, yeah, a feeling of defeat. This is around the time when you will around that time you will meet him or her. So this could also relate to your soulmate. He or she might be will be experience some sort of defeat. And when that defeat happens in his life or her life, this is the time when he will meet you, Pisces, he or she. Now the next card relates to you and how you feel. It represents you. You have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords usually speaks of deception, doing something in secret. Okay, there's a lot of secrets. So maybe around the time when you will meet him or her, your soulmate, or for those who have already experienced this, around that time you might have been involved in some sort of deception, some sort of secret. I don't want to offend you. Let's say that you were in a secret relationship which had to be kept a secret for whatever reason. So you might already be involved in a secret relationship around the time when you meet your soulmate. That's one way of reading it. Another way of reading it is that you might feel deceived, or someone lied to you, someone cheated on you, and around that time, this is when you will meet your soulmate. The next card represents others, or how other people see you, and you have the Ace of Cups. I don't really recall the fairy tale represented here. I'm sorry. It feels like a queen snake or king snake, doesn't it? So the Ace of Cups represents a brand new love, okay? And the fact that here it's a snake, I'm thinking of shedding your skin. I think that's this new love. It represents a new chapter in your life, in which you shed your skin, you give up a certain way of behaving in terms of your love relationships, and you stop picking the same type of guy or woman whom you have to keep a secret, or the guy or the woman who demands that the relationship that you have needs to be kept a secret. You move away from those sorts of people, and you have a brand new relationship with a brand new person. Now this could also relate to your soulmate. He or she might be doing the same type of choice. He or she is shedding his skin or her skin and choosing a different type of lover, choosing a different type of love. And this card also relates to how other people see you, and how people will be seeing you as being in love, starting a brand new love, and starting in being in a relationship which is public, which is visible, and it will be apparent to everyone that you are in love, or both of you are in love. Also, the fact that this woman is in the bed and she seems sick, it also tells me that this brand new relationship might have some sort of healing qualities towards you. This relationship is healing. It is healing, and it will allow you to shed your skin and to live a different life, and to grow and to evolve. Now the next card represents hope spheres, and advice, and you have the Queen of Swords. A lot of swords in this reading, which is interesting. Now, the Queen of Swords relates can represent a woman, a man or a woman, because this is a very general reading. In her late 30s, his or her late 30s, or after the age of 40, from an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Usually, this woman is cold, might be cold-hearted, someone who doesn't give a lot of importance, doesn't put a lot of weight on the emotional side of herself or himself, because this is a general reading. So someone who's very rational, very intelligent, a bit emotionally cold, someone who has like a higher perspective and makes plans for the makes long-term plans and prepares very well. So I would say, as a fear, you are afraid that if you get yourself involved in this relationship, you are afraid that eventually your soulmate will turn into a very cold man or woman who will kind of disconnect from you emotionally speaking. I think this is the fear. The advice is to try to view things, to try to view this love in a different perspective, because you have the Ace of Swords as the central theme. Try to see this brand new love in a different perspective. Don't allow yourself to be deceived. Try to be intelligent in matters connected with love, and try to see things in a detached sort of way. Try to look at this relationship, even though it's a soulmate relationship in a detached sort of way. Okay, so you can see it more clearly. The outcome, Pisces, you have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles usually speaks of success in terms of work. It also speaks of independence. So I don't know if you're going to stay with this person or not. Some of you might stay with this person in the long run, yes. Others may not. But if you don't stay, you will be alone, but in a much more, I would say, healthy place. So you will learn to stand on your own 2 feet. You learn how to be independent and not be codependent. You learn that you don't need a person to feel good about yourself. You don't need someone to tell you that he or she loves you. You don't need to be kept a secret. You don't need to keep secrets. This soulmate relationship will give you the gift of you being able to be alone and to be happy while being alone. Others, if you stay with this person, it's the same thing. Even though you are with this person, you will learn at the same time how to be alone. You don't have to be with this person all times. Okay? You could invest in each other in this relationship, yes, but at the same time you will learn how to kind of carve a place for yourself and focus on yourself even in your own professional life. Okay? Now, remember the 3 cards that I showed you in the beginning? I'm going to tell you again. Pick one. So it's the sun, the flowers, or stars. Again, sun, flowers, or stars. Pick one card that you picked. So if you picked the card flowers, it means that between 80 and 90% of this reading is relevant for you. If you picked the card stars, it means that between 40 and 50% of this reading is relevant for you. And finally, if you picked the card Sun, it means that between 10 and 20% of this reading relates to you. And that's it, Pisces. This is the reading that I have. If you'd like your own personal consultation, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'd be delighted to work with you. That's it. Bye bye.